These days, if you want a practical sedan, but you'd also like some luxury, and you also want it to be a hybrid, well, you've got a lot of choices actually. You can get a Kia, a Hyundai, Toyota, Honda. Well, behind me is the all-American version, the Ford Fusion Hybrid. So how does it fare against the international competition? Let's find out. Well, in terms of its looks, you can certainly see an international influence. There's definitely some Jag and Aston Martin influence in the front here. But overall, it's just a clean, flowing design. I think it really looks pleasing and modern from any angle. And if you've driven a Ford lately, the interior will look familiar. You get power-operated leather seats with lumbar and 3 memory settings right on the door. The seats are nicely supportive and also very comfortable too. I like the white stitching both on the seats and on the doors and the armrest. Pop it open, you'll see a tray here, which you can remove. And then, of course, you have 2 USB ports. You also get RCA video and audio cables, plus a charger too. Moving forward, you get a nice black shiny trim piece and 2 cup holders. There's an electronic parking brake. Here's the active park assist button and your CVT transmission. Just in front of that, you got more storage and another charger too. Not a lot of knobs here for the infotainment system, also the climate control system, but you do have 4 quadrants, and it is a touchscreen. Top left, phone. Top right, navigation. Of course, lower left, entertainment, and also climate. Of course, you can control climate down here more traditionally, but it's nice to have the option. It's quite easy to use as well, which is important. Pretty self-explanatory. Home. You even have more information here in status. Excellent. Now on the steering wheel, of course, you have your Bluetooth and your radio controls plus cruise control, but you also have 2 menus to control on either side. The one on the left gives you trip information. And the one on the right gives you information about entertainment, your phone, navigation, climate, efficiency leaves. Basically, you get more leaves for more fuel economy. The more you save, the more leaves you get. Of course, you do have options to customize them. All in all, a very nice system. Just to the left of the steering wheel, you have controls for your lights, and you can also pop the trunk. On the door, you have controls for your power windows and door locks. Here's a little handle here. Below, you have a cup holder and more storage. All in all, it's a good-looking interior that combines tech and luxury very well. Out back, you get a magazine holder, your own vent, and seating for 3 across. Pull down the armrest, and you get 2 cup holders. Pop the trunk, and you'll find that there's a bit of an obstruction from the batteries, but it is still a pretty large trunk. Powering the Fusion Hybrid is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine which produces 188 horsepower. It's paired with an electric motor and hybrid lithium-ion batteries and mated to a CVT transmission. 0 to 60 takes 8.5 seconds. Fuel economy is rated at 47 miles per gallon in both the city and highway. Impressive. So pricing for the 2014 Ford Fusion Hybrid starts out at $27,200 and goes all the way up to $32,600. My SE test car options include the $2,350 Group 502A luxury package, which adds heated front seats, the $1,140 driver assist package, which features lane keep system and cross traffic alert, both great safety features. It's also equipped with the $795 navigation system, $995 adaptive cruise control, $295 reverse sensing system, the $895 active park assist, the $995 My Ford Tech package with rear view video camera, and the $395 ruby red tinted clear coat. So with a total of $7,860 in options, you're out the dealer door at $35,855. Now that's pretty much in keeping with other hybrid sedans I've tested. Competition comes from the likes of the Hyundai Sonata and Kia Optima hybrids, the Honda Accord hybrid, and the Toyota Camry hybrid, plus maybe the Volkswagen Passat Turbo Diesel, which I recently tested. You can look for my reviews of those cars on YouTube. But considering the competition, it is the American representative of a hybrid sedan, and I think they do a good job of putting forward the personality of Ford and the personality of America. Now, Ford didn't get any bailout money, and they've been very successful, and I think it shows in their cars. This is the reason why. They make a great car. It's got all the latest tech features, and it really has everything you want. There's nothing on the other hybrid sedans out there that this one doesn't have, at least as an option. So this is really a very well-equipped car, and you could get it sparsely equipped too at $27,000, so that's a really, really good deal. As I first set out in Fusion Hybrid here, the first thing I notice, touching the steering wheel, putting my head on the headrest, it's a cushy feeling. It's almost like a vintage luxury American car. The materials are soft, it's very comfortable, plush, and those are all good words when you're describing a family sedan, one that you'll be going on long drives with, and one that you'll really want to be comfortable in. Also, technology. You've got it in spades. There's plenty of technology with the My Ford Touch system. Of course, it integrates your phone, USB. It's one thing to have the technology, but it's another thing to offer it in a way that anyone can figure out quickly, and one that you can use without taking your eyes off the road with a voice control. Power and handling, well, not insane, but good power on demand when you mash the throttle, and that's really all you need. This is, of course, a hybrid. It's all about fuel economy, so you really have to mash the throttle to give it some get up and go. But when you do, you certainly have adequate power for daily driving, getting on the highway, passing cars, that sort of thing. Handling is very nice. It feels like it can handle more power than it actually has, and that's a good thing. This button on the side of the CVT transmission knob activates the downhill mode. The directional rear view camera with parking sensors is very convenient. Nice to have that blind spot warning. It's a great safety feature. Checking out the night look here in the Fusion Hybrid. And I gotta say, I'm a fan. It looks good. I'm also a fan of the way the windshield wipers work. I'm also impressed with the cruise control. Very easy to control, very easy to see your precise speed. In fact, all the gauges, you can really see anything you want at any time, and that's a great feature. So far, I'm also impressed with the bad weather handling in the Fusion Hybrid. I haven't even seen the traction control light come on, and it is definitely snowing, and the roads are getting slick, although you wouldn't know it. You also really wouldn't know that you're in a hybrid. It feels just like any other normal gas-powered sedan. Even when you're braking, you don't feel that regenerative braking as much as, say, you do in a Prius. So kudos to the engineers at Ford. It's nice to have the ability to use the touchpad in your own combination to enter the car. And just a word on hybrids in general. You know, it used to be that when you bought a hybrid, there was sort of a stigma attached to them, and maybe you were lacking in that normal car feel. But really, despite the fact that this Fusion Hybrid is extremely quiet, it really is just a very good car. You're getting everything you need in a car, and you're not sacrificing anything. The only thing you're doing is getting exceptional fuel economy, 47 miles per gallon. So really, this is a car that you can buy and not sacrifice anything. It's a car that anybody can own. If you want a family sedan, this is practical, it's luxurious, it's really nice to drive, it's very comfortable. So really, everything you're looking for. I think everyone in this day and age should have at least one hybrid car. I'm not saying you need to give up your Ford Mustang, but at least have one hybrid. You'll be doing the country, the world, and yourself a big favor. So how does the Ford Fusion Hybrid fare against its international competition? I think the answer is it fares very well. This is a very good car. It offers exceptional fuel economy, 47 miles per gallon any way you drive it. That's extremely impressive and much better than the competition. Plus, you're not sacrificing any luxury items, and you're certainly not sacrificing any comfort either. Plus, I think it's a great looking car too, with the looks stolen from Ford and Aston Martin. You really can't go wrong. It's a complete package, and I think you should test it out. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.